Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Our game tonight featuring the Miami Heat as they go up against the New York Knicks here in New York. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Lakelow, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. And quite a few players out of the lineup, taking a look at who's out for both teams.
It's a long season. They're midway through, but both teams look like they're dragging themselves across the finish line. Got to find a way to catch that second win.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Mitchell is out there with Powell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Simone Fontecchio. And it's Wiggins in at the 4. And for the Knicks, they've got Towns. Hart is out there with Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2. Now upon a really intriguing part of the season, Greg, it seems we've seen enough to give these teams some kind of identity.
I tell you, if teams are still searching for an identity, it's fair to say things probably aren't going well.
And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Mitchell. On the wing, Anunoby. This one for 3. A putback, and it's Hart on the follow.
Wow, that is just great work, and he got rewarded with that tip-in.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Back over to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
Well, he's mainly been a scorer throughout his career, but you like that Wiggins that time kept his head on a swivel.
Outside, Towns. In the corner, it's Bridges. Powell with the steal. Pass to Wiggins. Mitchell with it. Brunson picks him up. Powell feeling it out a bit. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And that one's on the defense right there. If you let Adebayo get this close, he will punch it on you.
Hart with a screen on Mitchell. Hart outside. Latrey cans it from downtown. Hart's got 5 now.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Brunson against Mitchell. Right side, Adebayo. Off target from the wing.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Pass to Anunoby. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Heat have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And last season, the Heat trading away Jimmy Butler. Tim, that ended a memorable stretch with some terrific wins.
Yeah, playoff Jimmy emerged in South Beach, a trip to the finals in 2020 as a 5 seed, and again in 2023 as an 8 seed. Underdog runs that highlighted this team's competitive will.
Here's Bridges. Following the basket by Bam Adebayo. Faded away to create the space.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Mitchell passes to Adebayo. Adebayo with a screen for Wiggins. In the corner, Powell with it. Back to Wiggins. Clock at 6. In the corner, Powell with it. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Brunson outside. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
For Miami, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. In the corner, Powell with it. Off target from 3-point range.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. It's good. Adebayo's got 8.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
It's stolen by Adebayo. Mitchell against Brunson. Mitchell outside. Pass to Fontecchio. Back to Wiggins. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, the Knicks look to go a little deeper down their bench this season. To that end, they signed veterans Jordan Clarkson and Gershon Yabusele. They fortified their reserves, and they hope it will bolster their roster for another deep playoff run.
Putting them in a good position. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. First free throw is good. We've seen the Heat struggle in close games in the fourth quarter, Tim. Why is that?
I don't think, Kevin, they've got a lot of natural shot makers in those situations. Just not enough instinctive scorers. A lot of players feel the pressure of those big shots down the stretch.
I always felt that you wanted the ball in those big moments.
Well, a shooter never says no to the basketball in any situation.
And a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, G.A., there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their two best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
Second-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
That free throw, no good. So, Greg, offensively for the Miami Heat, there is room for improvement.
Yeah, they realized they were in need of another elite shot creator aside from Tyler Hero. For all his growth, teams have been able to key in on him and dare anyone else to beat him.
And, G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations, so many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
Knicks trail by 4. Towns down low. He's against Wiggins. Bridges, no one around him. Good, and as this goes to Town.
A capable shooter from all three levels, and Bridges with the smooth release.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat. Last time they met was in Miami.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference for me being the impact they got from their bench.
Down the stretch, the fresher team often makes the plays. That's the value of depth.
Now here's Brunson. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Now Brunson. He's coming off a 22-point game against Philadelphia.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Mitchell against Brunson. Mitchell dishes to Wiggins. Adebayo the screen. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. Towns with the steal. Brunson scanning the floor. Hard against Wiggins. 14 feet away. No good off the front iron. Miami trailing. Pass to Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the trade of Jimmy Butler. Tim, the Heat's star power took a hit.
Well, one thing is for certain in this league, you need stars to win big. Draft picks, flexibility, those things are great. Even nice young players, but it's only going to take you so far.
That one is off for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Yabusele comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Clarkson in for OG Anunoby. Then for the Heat, Khalil Ware's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Jaime Jaquez comes in for Wiggins. And it's Johnson in for Fontecchio. And he sinks the second. New York's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Bridges. And the call will be against Khalil Ware. That is his first foul of the game. Checked in for Davion Mitchell.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Kolek. 6 to shoot. Here he goes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First foul, 13.
And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. In third, the Knicks.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now here's Powell. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Boston. For 3, sinks the triple. Powell's got his second basket of the night.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Kolek. Pass to Yabusele. Clarkson outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
And having become such a dangerous scorer, Clarkson draws a lot of attention and his fair share of fouls.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Clarkson.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit. Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does.
Both good from the line that time. And here's Smith. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And it's Ware in the corner. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And the Heat lead by 2.
Well, the combination of his length with that shooting range makes him a huge part of this offense.
Pass to Kolek. Now, here's Clarkson. Guarded by Powell. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Miami's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Johnson, the pass to Jaquez. Back to Johnson. Heat moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Smith wide open. He fires. No good from outside.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
There's the pick. Out left of the wing. Pass to Kolek. Another shot. Johnson with the rebound. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Miami. Powell dishes to Ware, and that one is stuffed right through.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
That's an awesome defensive effort. A great contest right at the rim.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, we've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about. This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Here's Kolek. Yabusele screen on Smith. It's tipped. Powell outside. Pass to Hawkins. Powell dishes to Ware. Hawkins with a wide open look. Misses the three. Knicks trail by 4. Robinson sets a screen for Clarkson. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And Miami shooting 44% overall here in the first quarter. Powell, no one around him. Ware tipped back in for 2. Ware's got 7 points in the game.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Here's Kolek. Clarkson for 3. Hawkins with the rebound. Smith scanning the floor. Hawkins finds Johnson. Back to Hawkins. Powell, the pass to Smith. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Hey, fans, we want to get loud. And we've got the perfect team to help. Your Knicks 7th spot. Here they are, your Knicks 7th spot.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at New York. They're holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And checking out Miami. Down 5 spots from them.
Well, right now for the Knicks, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
Well, they were in everyone's crosshairs, and they've actually outperformed some of those predictions. That is not easy to do with a target on your back.
On the wing, Hawkins. Defended by Hart. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Smith against Brunson. Smith the pass to Hawkins. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ware. And the rejection by Town.
Oh, big cat saying no way.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Here's Ware. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And now it's an 11-point Heat lead. New York has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Brunson kicks to Hart. Trying to get something going, and he sinks the layup. Hart's got 7.
28-19.
24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Powell against Bridges. Powell outside. Pass to Johnson. Three-pointer, and the Heat, another 3.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know. Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
And so it's the Miami Heat with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. We come back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Heat.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Josh Hart out there with Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Towns. And at the center filling out the middle. They're the group New York will start the second one. Tim, these days, things are changing for modern NBA big men.
Well, there is no doubt when I played, every team had 4 or 5 legitimate post players, and the ball went in to the low post regularly throughout the game. I think now the difference is you have to have versatility in your game. Teams are looking for bigs that can shoot it, handle it, and facilitate.
Valuable pieces for sure. Bridges misses. The Heat leading by 8. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Pass to Mitchell. Now Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. Smith the pass to Jaquez for the 3. Knicks with the rebound. Hart with it. He has 7. Left side, Towns. And here is Anunoby. Hart with the screen for Anunoby. Over Wiggins. Anunoby, no good.
Yeah, if you get that close to the rim, you have to capitalize. Tough to see him come up short there.
Smith outside. Pass to Adebayo. Now here's Wiggins. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. And the Heat lead by 10.
And what a dime from Bam. He's really skilled at looking for and finding his teammate.
Brunson kicks to Anunoby. Here's Hart. The shot will not fall. Wiggins with some nice D. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
The number 1 overall pick back in 2014, Andrew Wiggins. Certainly capable.
Elite length and athleticism. His shot creation is more good than great. He has that 2022 All-Star nod to his credit, and of course a championship from that same season.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Now here's Adebayo. He's coming off a 16-point game against Boston.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And with that, the Heat lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Clarkson. For Miami, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pass to Adebayo. Robinson with the block. They get it back. Here's Fontecchio. Again, the miss by the Heat.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky you missed that one.
Clarkson against Smith. Here's Yabusele from past the arc. They grab their own miss. Robinson. And Adebayo sends it back. So it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Heat. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Adebayo the screen, down low. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Pass to Yabusele. Here's Kolek. Yabusele the screen. 5 to shoot. Kolek, no good.
He got the look he wanted. I think he rushed it a little bit.
Outside, Adebayo. Pass to Wiggins. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Here's Adebayo. Now, Fontecchio. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Fontecchio's got the lead up to 12 now for Miami. Here's Kolek. Yabusele, a screen on Mitchell. The putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And here are the Heat now.
And, you know, they don't want to give the ball handlers any room.
Pass to Adebayo, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
And Adebayo causing all sorts of problems for the defense because of his versatility offensively.
You know, the Heat play in a glamour market, but Tim, Adebayo's game is all about substance.
Well, he has been the heart and soul of this team for a long time. A former mid-first-round pick, and he has turned himself into an all-star. Well, Adebayo's showing you what a complete player he is. He gives you the athleticism defensively and on the glass, and then offensively, he's extremely productive as well.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Pass to Diawara. Now, Yabusele. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Over Wiggins. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. The Heat leading by 12. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Miami no good on that time either. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Miami's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Wiggins finds Mitchell. Wiggins sets a screen for Mitchell. Driving the lane. Back to Wiggins. Here's Fontecchio. From outside, off the mark.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
Robinson a screen on Mitchell. Pass to Clarkson. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Mikal Bridges checked in for the Knicks. Then for the Heat, Khalil Ware's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Johnson comes in for Andrew Wiggins, and it's Powell in for Smith.
And that is his third foul of the half. Now they've got to make a tough decision.
Ware with it, working on Yabusele. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Bridges. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
But he also had an impact as a facilitator, generating offense for others.
Now here's Powell. Mitchell Robinson unable to get his last shot to go in. Back to Powell. Offensive rebound. Pass to Fontecchio. Johnson, a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Johnson's got 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Knicks trail by 15. Yabusele is screen on Mitchell. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Pass to Powell. Johnson sets the screen for Powell. Mitchell in the corner. Pocket 6. And it's off from three-point range. The Knicks shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end.
Next foul, Mitchell Robinson. 3rd personal foul.
So, Tim, here's a word you often hear teams talk about, and that's culture. How does an organization create the right culture?
Well, I think, Kevin, you establish core values and then you make those non-negotiable. When everybody connects with that and connects to those values, you really have something special.
Holding on to the rope and pulling in the same direction.
That's what it's all about.
The free throw drops for Powell. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Miami. And so Powell nails both of them. The Miami Heat comes into this one following a loss to the Celtics in Boston. Brunson, hard finish inside.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is the engine that makes this team go, and he has sacrificed so that the Knicks could surround him with talent. He said, winning trumps everything that I do individually. I'll do my part to help this team try to get a championship. It's all about the journey, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, you're right, putting the team first. Thanks a lot, Allie. And here is Mitchell. After the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns. Now, Ware. A 24-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And he really helped them control the game on the glass. Yes, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. It's going to be Towns shooting. It's going to go on Norman Powell. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting with the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
The Knicks making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in. The free throw drops for Towns.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
for Bridges.
Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He's right around 17 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he really anchors them defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
Yeah, it's all about great energy, and he brings that part to the game. His teammates feed off of that.
Ware finds Johnson. Hawkins outside. Heat moving the ball around. Ware, good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Brunson. He's got 12. Hart with a screen on Mitchell. Brunson with a head of steam. That one is good again. He sits straight from the floor with the basket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Mitchell. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. They set the pick from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Now, he is fighting through it right now, still looking to get his first make of the quarter, but it's been an ugly start. Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Johnson outside. Trying to find Ware and gets it to him. Mitchell outside. Johnson, the pass to Pop. Kicks it out to Mitchell. 4 on the shot clock. Now here's Brunson. 14 points for him. Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Johnson. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
And we talk about winning games at the margins all the time. That's exactly what they're doing because they are throwing bodies on the offensive glass.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Josh Hart. Hawkins hits both of them.
Yeah, and Hawkins Jr. has made a name for himself because of his effort level. He seems to play hard on every trip up the floor.
Brunson, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And he knocks down the first one.
And he needs to get back to what he was doing in that first quarter when he was in attack mode, drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 14. Robinson a screen on Hawkins. Norman Powell with the rebound. The Heat leading by 9. And it's Ware in the corner. And again, it's the Heat missing. And the Knicks with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Brunson with it. Now defended by Powell. Towns for 3. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Powell against Bridges. Powell outside. Stolen by Robinson. And so it's Miami with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Guys, thanks. Andrew, this team has set the tone at the defensive end. What's working for you?
We just got after it.
it's the main thing. We just try to make them uncomfortable, test everything, and, we were converting on the other side.
It's all about the effort. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And, folks, don't go away. Halftime is here, and we'll be right back with you after this break.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story. Things are going well for the Miami Heat.
Their effort on the offensive glass has set a strong message. They're not going to be pushed around, and they're going to battle and outwork you.
Like I outwork you every day, Kenny. I'm just saying.
I outwork both of you, and it ain't even close. And moving on, let's take a peek at how the East is shaping up here in the midseason.
Taking a look here at Miami, they're dealing with some challenges, no doubt about it. They have talent, but maybe not as much as they thought they had. The effort's been spotty. It's been a learning year for this organization.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And